Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Warriors go international with signing of Australian point guard. The Golden State Warriors have moved to fill one of their open roster spots, reportedly signing Australian point guard Taran Armstrong to a two-way contract. The signing was reported by ESPN's Shams Charania on Sunday, with the franchise having had an open two-way position after converting Quinton Post to a standard NBA contract earlier in the month. Armstrong joins the Warriors after the completion of the 2024-25 NBL season in Australia, where his team, the Cairns Taipans, finished bottom of the standings with an 8-21 record. Armstrong impressed though in averaging 17.1 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 4.6 assists per game, having shot 46% from the floor and 35% from three-point range. Armstrong had averaged 7.7 points, 4.0 rebounds, and 2.7 assists in his first year in the NBL, but evidently lifted those numbers dramatically and was subsequently named a finalist for the Next Generation Award presented to the best under-25 prospect in the league. The 6'6" point guard previously played 2 years of college basketball with the California Baptist Lancers, where he averaged 10.5 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 6.3 assists in his freshman season. Armstrong then put up 11.3 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 5.0 assists in the 2022-23 season, but shot less than 43% from the floor and less than 31% from three-point range across his collegiate career. He's a pass-first point guard with great size and special court vision. He sees the floor exceptionally well and has the size to see over the defense. Is very crafty with the ball but lacks burst and blow-by speed. Isn't much of an above-the-rim player, NBA Draft Room assessed of Armstrong. The 23-year-old adds more international flavor to Golden State, with 7 countries now represented on the roster. Jonathan Kuminga was born in the Democratic Republic of Congo, Buddy Hield in the Bahamas, Gue Santos in Brazil, Post in the Netherlands, and Jackson Rowe in Canada. The Warriors haven't had a notable Australian player since former starting center Andrew Bogut, who played 706 games with the franchise and was a member of the drought-breaking 2015 championship team. The Warriors have now filled out their roster sufficiently following the All-Star break, but will still have decisions to make next week. They have signed Kevin Knox II and Yuri Collins to 10-day contracts, and will have to decide whether to retain the duo for the remainder of the season or look at others on the buyout/free agency market. Jimmy Butler-led Warriors look to continue streak versus Hornets. The Golden State Warriors hope to complete a brief homestand on a successful note before heading on the road again when they face the Charlotte Hornets on Tuesday in San Francisco. Playing their first home game since February 3, the Warriors put on an impressive show for a national television audience in a 126-102 home win over the Dallas Mavericks on Sunday. The Charlotte game will complete the home portion of a 14-game stretch that began with 7 straight on the road and picks up Thursday with the beginning of a 5-game trip. The brief San Francisco stopover has allowed Warriors fans to become acquainted with newcomer Jimmy Butler, who has been the driving force for a resurgent team that has won 5 of 6 games since the acquisition. Golden State coach Steve Kerr is impressed with multiple players performing at a higher level since Butler's arrival on February 8. It's just easier to make sense of everything when you've got a guy like Butler, who's out there reading possessions and making the right play over and over again, Kerr said. That's one of the reasons why Jimmy made so much sense for us, because of his basketball IQ, his passing, the way he connects the game at both ends. We've always been at our best when we can put a lot of IQ next to Stephen Curry and Draymond Green to complement the chaos they create with a thoughtful, measured approach that gives us an all-around attack. Butler has scored at least 17 points in all 6 games since joining the Warriors, getting to the free throw line a total of 55 times. He has made his last 26 foul shots. The Warriors will be facing the Hornets for the first time this season, but Butler will be seeing them for a third time. In his first of 2 visits to Charlotte with the Miami Heat early in the campaign, he poured in 26 points, going 11-for-17 at the line. He managed only 6 points in the next matchup. The Warriors and Hornets will meet again next Monday in North Carolina. The Hornets will head home after visiting the Dallas Mavericks on Thursday, completing a stretch of 9 consecutive road games sandwiching the All-Star break. Recent results indicate they can't wait to head east. After a shocking 100-97 road win over the Los Angeles Lakers on February 19 and a competitive effort in a loss at Denver the next night, Charlotte absorbed its 2 worst defeats of the season, 141-88 at Portland on Saturday and 130-88 at Sacramento on Monday. The Hornets did rest center Mark Williams, he of the failed physical that nixed a trade to the Lakers against the Kings, so he is likely to face Golden State. But LaMelo Ball, who had 13 points, 9 assists and 6 rebounds in Sacramento, hasn't played a back-to-back since returning from a sprained left ankle on February 7. Hornets coach Charles Lee has praised Williams' attitude since the center was forced out of the Western Conference playoff race and back onto an Eastern lottery-bound team because of concerns over recent back and foot injuries. He's come back even more focused, even more hungry, Lee said. It's been a seamless transition back to the group. Williams had 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals in 21 minutes at Portland. Golden State Warriors get injury update for Jonathan Kuminga. The Golden State Warriors are having a challenging 2024-25 season. With a current record of 30-27, they are number 9 in the Western Conference. Despite the ups and downs, the team has shown some signs of being able to turn things around by winning their last 2 games against the Sacramento Kings and the Dallas Mavericks. In their latest game, they secured a decisive 126-102 victory over the Mavs, with contributions from multiple players. The Warriors have been performing in a lackluster way, far from the team that dominated the league a couple of years back. The team's average of 112.5 points per game, which ranks number 17 in the league, and their defense allows only 112.2 points per game, which ranks number 6 in the league, are not indicative of an NBA title-winning team. The Warriors have received a positive update on Jonathan Kuminga's injury status. Kuminga, who has been sidelined since January 4 due to a sprained right ankle, has made significant progress in his recovery. He recently participated in a 5-on-5 scrimmage, which Warriors head coach Steve Kerr described as a huge step in his rehabilitation. Kuminga is expected to miss the next game against the Charlotte Hornets, but will be re-evaluated before the Warriors embark on a 5-game road trip starting on Thursday in Orlando against the Magic. Prior to his injury, Kuminga was averaging 16.8 points, 5.0 rebounds, and 2.2 assists per game, playing a key role in the Warriors' offense. The Warriors are hopeful that Kuminga's return will bolster their lineup as they make a push for the playoffs. His versatility and scoring ability will be crucial for the team's success in the remaining games of the season. The Warriors are optimistic about Kuminga's recovery and look forward to his return to the court. His presence will be a significant boost for the team as they aim to secure a strong position in the playoffs. And you, fan? What do you think of Jonathan Kuminga's situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.